hear me? Crystal? Okay. How about that? Cool. Excellent. I'm gonna get in Discord then. No, that's the other group. I use 5555. That's Wednesday. Tomorrow is top. Nothing but top and reading tomorrow. Having and working, technically. Not really. Hmm? Okay. I think I have open everything that I need. Methinks. You're what?
Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hanging in there.
Hello.
Good evening.
I was looking at my bis. Apparently there's a lazy bis, which uses everything I'm using right now.
Perfect. So I'll be honest, I actually didn't do one of the well, okay, the Balanced Discord doesn't really have a formal healer bis for T. Just kind of like,
It's just to get whatever piety you want that you're comfortable with, and then
basically
go from there. Same
so
for all
I
of
was
them.
like, as much piety as I can without any spell speed, and then take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
Still working on the relic weapon though. That is a project. I forgot how many fucking steps there were.
Jesus. Yeah, no, I just don't care.
So you hear that laugh? That's rolling on. Thinking, really, you had like what 8 months since UCOB to get ready for tea with this weapon, and you're doing it now.
You thought you had it, so.
I did. I really did. I thought it was just sitting on a retainer somewhere. I was like, wait a minute.
And then you started looking.
Yeah, I was like, the panic slowly starts setting in. I'm like, huh. I really thought it would be there if I looked. It's like, you know, when you're doing like taxes or something, and you have this really important document that you think it's in one place, and you're so sure that it's in this one place that you don't even worry about it, and then you got to do like you do your taxes or you like fill out some insurance paperwork or whatever, and then you look and the document's not there, and you're like, oh god, what happened? Where could it be?
I mean, my mom lost her driver's license and she had to get a new one. And then 4 months later, when my stepdad at the time left to go overseas for the military and he needed to get his passport, they opened up the passport folder and her driver's license is inside of a folder inside of his passport.
Jesus.
There's no reason it should have ever been there. She didn't even know where the folder was in the first place, and they didn't even remember where it was until they had to go looking for it.
Hey, you know what though? Whoever put it there probably made a lot of sense to them at the time.
Yeah.
Also, good evening, Lumi.
Hello.
I forgot to tell your friend that it is on Crystal, so they're on their way.
Okay. I was just checking my friends list to see where they were.
Oh no. You have to tell people.
I hope y'all are ready for Omega Protocol memes for all the Party Finder descriptions next week.
I won't be able to actually see any of them. I still haven't cleared P8. I didn't bother. I cleared P7 and haven't even touched P8.
I mean, okay, personally, I thought P8 was probably like especially phase 2, I thought was one of the more fun fights of the
Yeah.
tier.
Definitely.
But also like it's definitely not fun enough that I would go back and do it now.
Hmm.
It sounds miserable in Party Finder.
Yeah.
I had my old static that I ran with until I like decided to take a break from game. They almost all of them cleared it in PF.
That's how I cleared.
I felt so bad for them after watching the fight. I went, this looks awful.
Very fun to do with a static.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, P4S is kind of the same way, depending on where people died.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, granted, our old static, we got pretty good at recovering from 2 deaths because our dancer would always kill Rilana during PNX.
My very first kill at P5, or P1, I should say, our dancer's weapon had broken. They didn't notice. The
Oh,
damage was
God.
like 12. That's how you know Eric had a terrible DPS check. They did like 1200 DPS. They're like,
Shit,
what
yeah,
am I
speaking
doing
of-
wrong? And then they looked at it. My weapon's been broken the whole
My
time, guys.
gear
I'm
is
sorry.
fucking destroyed.
Yep.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying I need to repair it like now. I just did it.
It was kind of funny. Diving in shortly. But I want to go punch him with my Omega Fists now. Yeah. What? I want to go punch the Jigo water thing. I wonder if I have any better.
Like I was gonna say, there'll be plenty of giant fists crashing through the arena in Omega Protocol tomorrow.
And
Yeah.
some people's computers, probably.
Yeah. Please, as they say, look forward to it.
That you can watch it.
I'm not gonna lie, as you can probably tell by my voice, I've been a little bit under the weather this weekend. I really thought about just being like, yeah, my fever got worse. I can't go into work on Tuesday. Like, no, I'll be good.
Just commit.
Hello.
Don't you hate that?
Let's
Hello.
find it with Bunny. I miss Bunny. I have separation anxiety. I'm leaving Lucky on the hand right now. We were doing it as soon as the tear dropped, so we were having like we were fighting, we figuring things out, and then we had like a stream next to it. It's like, oh, we still are doing this right now. Let's try it.
Also, good evening, spontaneous 8th person friend. Do you prefer Cerise or Tifu? Or some other third name?
Tiff is fine.
Tiff? Okay, perfect. We will, that is one syllable and easy to remember.
Hi guys.
Hello.
It's been a while since I've been in T, but I actually went in last night in PF just so I could be a little more. So
Well, all right then.
It works.
here we go.
We are hopefully using the same strats as what you did in PF.
Yeah, I was using Old Bin. I don't think it really deviates that much until you get past LL, as far as I know. Do you know?
I'll be honest, I don't know the difference between
As far as I've
Cross
previous
seen,
strats.
strats.
between,
Yeah.
as far as I've seen between that one and the one we're using, they're generally pretty.
Okay, yeah. I'm looking at your what was in your cross DC right now, and it looks the same. So
Yeah.
all good. Am I OT or MT?
OT.
Okay, cool.
My fingers are chilly.
Let's go fight the liquid.
What'd you say?
It's time.
we're done here.
Let's see how things line up now.
Oh, that's right, we've gone from Black Mage friend to Monk friend. Do you know how many gifs I tried to find of a monk in Final Fantasy XIV, and I kept finding that fucking TV show from the like mid 2000s?
Oh.
Oh my
Jesus.
god, it was brutal.
Sure.
Is that 8 of 8 portraits? Hell yeah!
I'm sideways once again.
Even the fill-in did the homework assignment. All right. All right. Probably not too much to talk about before we dive in. Does anybody have any questions or need any refreshers?
Yeah.
Also, Tiff, just to get you caught up to what our prog point is, we're just barely getting to the point where we don't lose anybody to throttle. So that's about where we're at.
Okay.
Difference for level 80. What am I missing?
And if tank friends need a moment to discuss anything as far as cooldowns and swaps, go for it.
We can feel it out, if that's alright. I usually part of like the transition to hand spawn, and why do you reprisal? I guess
The
Do you wanna
buster and the
reprise?
transmission.
the buster.
Yeah, the one that's the buster that goes into splashes and goes into
The
the
transition.
transition.
Okay. That one. Okay, then I'll reprisal probably still I think. Where do you think I should have it? Where does your tank have it actually?
Funny, I think reprisal is the first cascade.
The
and I don't know
cascade.
where he uses it. Yeah, I don't know where he uses the other one.
Okay.
We can just go and see.
Yeah,
That's pretty much.
sounds good with me.
Exactly.
We haven't had any bets
I'll use
healing
it,
yet, have we?
for sure.
Oh no.
You haven't had any deaths from healing, huh?
Too early for that.
That is an embedded meme right there. That's going in quotes after this poll, just so you know.
I realized I wasn't using my.
See, so this is what I'm talking about. Like this one, I had literally an overfilled gauge. I don't. The difference doesn't make any sense to me.
Oop.
Okay, was that on me? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Yeah, usually it's a lot of Jagged Doll. Frog, of course.
As terrible as it sounds, I got really used to timing that first opening off of when I saw ley lines. now it's really throwing me off.
Okay. It'll all be worth it if Doll gets more consistent.
I was gonna say you haven't killed the doll once yet, so I count that as a victory.
Ooh.
Or accidentally killed it, I should say.
Yep. I've not even come close.
Oh god, my bad.
I'll res, but I think that might be toast.
I got this. Just shield me.
No!
I tried. I used Riddle of Earth.
I think we can swallow that one.
That used to be how they did it, by the way.
I was about to say I wanted
It
to
was
call it
how
Heart
they-
of Stone, but that's definitely a gunbreaker ability.
So, I don't know if you ever saw the video, but they have cleared this fight of one tank, one healer.
Yeah, I have seen that.
They used Monk in Fists of Earth, using Riddle of Earth for the tank busters, and they would just barely live with big shield. I'm pretty sure they changed the tuning on the ability though, so you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, they figured that was a bit game breaking. I almost called it gun breaking. I am way too stuck on a class that I don't even have at 90.
My bad there.
Adjust for cascade. Throttles incoming.
Damn.
That was the in-game separation anxiety.
Yup.
That was actually it to that point where I was like, oh god, I wasn't prepared for us to get this far. Kind of pull.
Ooh.
Also, college, I don't know how it feels, but I will say that doll looks a lot more comfortable than what I was seeing you do on Black Mage.
It is a lot more comfy because my abilities actually go through immediately, so I can know when to adjust quickly.
Yeah. Like, I can just, it's almost like I can see how relaxed the animations are compared to the anxiety of seeing the cast go off during the Pilates routine of Black Mage.
Woo! Isn't it great though?
Well, now you went from Pilates to Tai though, so.
I mean, I do
Anybody
like
can-
Monk at 80. It's a fun thing. It's a fun class.
A lot of people like for a reason.
I mean, I've also played it in Asphodelos, so. Rip.
I was probably a bit too close to that doll. Wait, no, that wasn't me.
I think any crit, but I do still rely on a little bit of crit RNG.
Yeah, I mean, it is monk.
My variance was like 5%. Though. Same spot in my rotation.
Make with chicken.
They might just have to demolish instead of snap punch a second time. Or demolish the start or something.
Also, I just realized the ultimate weapon for monk is actually 2 fucking cat's heads. Or
Yeah.
jaguars' faces.
So, you did know that the Ultima weapons are all based off of the
Oh,
Aromaborn relics, right?
I was gonna say, my main glamour uses Gay Bollock Ultima, so, I
Yeah.
am in there. I have 3
mean-
glamours with different versions of that weapon. I know.
I mean, I have Gable Zenith on me right now.
I have, hold on, I think I have Atma on me. Because I got to Atma, and when I realized I couldn't dye any of the relic versions, but then that was the color I would have dyed it anyway, so it worked out. I was like, yeah, that took 6 weeks. I think I'll stop now.
Fair enough. I think she failed any better. My mom almost completed it. In A Realm Reborn.
That's
Didn't get that profit.
that's a lot.
Not a
Yup.
good start for me here.
She played this game a lot. Oh, I was off a little bit in my rotation this time. I don't get the flint strike bow. What happened?
That was probably my fault.
Oh wow, I actually did reprise roll.
Oh,
Throttle!
yeah. I got a little too distracting. Don't miss light speed.
You know, I'll take the L for that one. So, like, the very start of that poll, my cat jumped in my lap, which is normally not a problem, because normally she jumps in the lap and then sits down and just kind of stays still for the rest of the raid night. But she realized it was snowing outside. She's like, oh, what's that cool stuff falling from the sky? So,
Uh-oh.
it's alright. She is settled into position now, so we are good to go.
My damage is also a lot higher on Muck.
I'm not surprised considering how much movement there is in this phase.
Oh, bad procs. Bad procs. Real bad.
adjust. Throttle's happening soon. Sorry, Raiden.
So does after that, when I'm baiting is it the tornado? It's the tornado. There, does your OT usually involve that?
I think we had been discussing that our last raid night, but we hadn't really had a chance to test it to see if it worked.
It really depends. Yeah.
I think we were.
Depends on
at the point
timings
where we're
later in the
gonna-
fight.
Yeah, I think we're at the point where we're going to try it, and then if it messed with the cooldowns later in the fight, we would adjust it. But
Okay.
I want to say yes, we were using
Okay.
Gunbreaker involved there.
Okay, I'll involve that then. Just wanted to make sure because I don't remember if that's what I did in PF or not.
Relevant after this poll, remind me I have a question about throttles,
Okay.
but I can wait till after this poll.
Yeah.
Unless we get that exact set again.
I did. What do you mean, why didn't you tell me? Unbelievable.
That was me. I hung on Wesley.
I have a feeling this is a wipe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely a wipe.
Like it went through, but it was those cases where like it went through, but it was like a severed tick late. Because it found the ability with my dead body, but it didn't apply the buff to the hung gun.
Just gonna wear my glasses.
Sure.
Cool.
So, Reladon, question. On the DPS part of your raid frame, who's higher up on the list? Is it Raiden or Kalja?
Called now.
Okay, because I have Raiden slightly higher, so let me adjust that real quick.
Right, I forgot that might screw up throttle.
I'm honestly surprised I didn't think of it when we talked about the switch to melee, but it's not that big of an issue.
I never understood why they didn't just separate it by one does DPS.
So top down, your
Wouldn't that just
the
make it
DPS
clear?
list is going to read Kalja, Raiden, Lumi, Sienna.
Sienna.
Okay, let me adjust that as well.
The throttle, all 8 people get it. Yeah, you did. Throttle is all 8 people, I'm pretty sure. I was pretty sure it was all 8. Okay, so you could still do tank field. Yes. Well, no, they would just do 2, and the other person would do 4. And the person who had 2 would have to deal with healing. Suno a 1 second cast? It's like super short. It's not even regular casting. Right? Pretty sure. What do you think?
Ooh.
I'm just trying to think about, like, how do people do this when they get in party communities?
No, Yannis.
Already?
Considering my work schedule is.
Fair enough.
I don't remember that one.
Ready. I do not miss pushing form shift 20 times at the beginning of every pool.
It's a new age.
It's always a sad pull when I don't get feathers on both. And when my gauge is not full, I don't understand.
That's the wrong button. Oh well.
Why?
Oh,
I don't know why it hit me when I was not even there.
that's death.
No! Are you like hitting all your buttons? Well, don't pay too much attention to mine, because I get really high burst damage and AoE. For any of the times that the boss and the hand are near each other, I'm getting...
Prayer?
I got
It's
slapped.
the separation anxiety hit, right?
I got slapped.
I think
Or
so.
is that hand of pain is the health percentage, and hand of prayer is the separation, I think.
Hmm.
I might have that backwards. Or just completely wrong.
According to the recap, it's kind of prayer.
I'm sorry, say that again?
According to the recap, was kind of prayer.
End of prayer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a hand of prayer hit for 70k, so. But hand of prayer and hand of pain look so similar when there's a bunch of bright flashes on your screen, everything going dark, that it's hard to tell sometimes.
Was that doll this time?
That looked like it.
When? At
Off.
the beginning?
Luminous ether plasm.
Rather than running in? Hmm. Yeah, they are. I hit sprint and run in.
Gesture cascade. Throttle soon.
Yeah, everyone gets it. I mean, I imagine she probably would.
I want you to know that I die by 3 hit points of difference.
Was it just the residual
I-
healing that killed you, or?
It was an auto attack after because I had 10,543 HP, and the auto attack hit me for 10,546 HP. So I literally died by 3 HP.
Damn.
That sucks.
Not for more, just 3 miserable HP.
Oh, that sucks. That's so unfortunate. That sounds like some shit that would happen to, like, squishy old me. To die by 3 HP. That would be me. Actually, that would be like our normal group when someone forgot to, like, eat food or something stupid. I hate when I'm over here by the beach and I can't fucking
That was another hand of prayer, it looked like.
Oh. Okay. I was thinking it was late.
What's up?
Are you okay today, Ann?
What's that emoji with like the 2 hands raised up, like amen?
There you go. Slash pray.
I'm good. Just going through the fight, thinking about the book I read today. Are you excited to read the sequel? Why?
Oh, my openers. I'm gonna be very behind now. Whoops.
Okay, honestly, nothing feels worse than when I don't get any feathers during my opener. It just like it just sucks. It just sucks so bad.
Damn.
I'm imagining, like, you know the panic you guys feel when you hear myself and realize and say, "Oh God, throttles" or something like that. Like that's how I imagine that feeling is how they're like. That's how y'all feel, or how I feel. Never mind. I was just saying it's the same when I hear somebody freaking out about dolls.
Yup. %, be far worse. We had our samurai doing first feed when I was doing it last.
Oh,
Jam.
jeez. I'm res Raven.
Yeah, called it.
Miraculously, that was kind of the perfect time for anybody to die.
That's a cheese egg.
Well, it was the perfect time for somebody to die. True. Adjust for Cascade. Throttle's coming.
Oh, I got hit with one on the back.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Well, damn it, when there's only 7 of us alive, the throttles go perfect.
Wait, how did you not die from that?
Maybe my bullet was still up.
Maybe. But then I also learned that I don't have to stay at the tornado as long as I thought to debate.
At least we're getting like pretty much to like almost the end of this phase every time.
I waited for like
Like we're not having
I
any,
waited for like a
really
GCD and a
rough
half
fights
and
or
jumped back to the boss and it still baited to my location. Still hit me though.
Gotta love the snapshots.
Also gotta love being fisted by liquid.
I mean, some people are certainly into that.
It's true.
Usually you have to pay to get that kind of work done. Anyway.
Ah.
Please don't, actually.
Oh my day.
Gonna get murdered by the IRS if they find out.
Oh, it's not open.
We're dead.
Just gonna pull it farther.
Hi, Kitty Cat. Why is it you always lay in my lap anytime I'm doing tea, but never any other fight? Nothing in WoW, never any savages. Tea, though, you gotta lay in my lap now.
Anything like the tea?
Apparently.
So get this cat some royal leaf juice.
I don't think she would like that, I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, I've played enough Miko Power to know that all cats love tea.
Not all.
I actually said Miko Para. I meant Miko Para.
You meant Neko Para.
It's, It's fucking cat girls baking cakes. What do you want?
They're not the ones baking the cake. Cashew is. Get it right.
They're his lovely assistants. Look, how many essays have you written on Nico Para? None.
I've 100% of the games.
Fair enough. Fair enough. A man of culture. Also sane.
I literally played through the games on every single
That's
language
risky.
just to
Oh
get
my
the
god!
shit.
Oh my god! My doll.
So you know a degenerate when you see one.
I actually used it as a source in a college essay, and I'm not even kidding.
I wrote a college essay on how to make mac and cheese.
That's actually, you know what? I find that kind of impressive.
I got an 88 on it. I also wrote one on why sandwiches were the best food.
Adjust for Cascade. Ready for throttles.
Oh. My bullet was late, I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is the way.
Yes, this is 100% alive. But that was the bull-eyed timing, wasn't just incoming damage. Well, obviously it was damage, but... Because that was one thing we were struggling with on our last raid night, is we're finding that was why we were going to start using bull-eyed, was that the tank was taking a lot of damage there. So I just want to make sure it's not too much before or after the bull-eyed is supposed to be up.
Okay.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. I was wondering where all my chakra was, and then you guys suddenly gave me like 2 meditations back to back. We need a lot more damage on liquid hand, I believe. Okay, they're good.
I think that's death. That's death.
Did I get hit by something else there?
I'll be completely honest, I didn't see. I got distracted by checking on the boss healths or health percentages.
Let me check.
At this point, aside from maybe trying to dodge them both, I have not been paying attention.
I throw out like 3 broils on the hand after that first cascade, and that's
Yeah.
about it. That's about all I can give them. I'm sure as we get more comfortable at this phase, we'll be able to do more, but like That's really the extent of what I can do.
Right now, no, it isn't happening.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's what the rest of the phase fight goes to.
We're so close,
Yeah.
Elsie, actually.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, I think once because there's a few sets of Proteans after.
By the way,
Throttle,
where do you
and-
want Mantra? I forgot it's in the building.
Well, the open probably.
Because that's probably when we're gonna do the large shield. I'm guessing that we might throw out the large shield right after the cascade.
So you
And
want me to use it before Cascade then?
Probably, because I know that right before that second cascade, I'm using neutral sect, just to give a shield and the regen.
Food if you need to.
Yes. Gotcha. And there's
I
time
lost
for it to
the
come
plot for a
back up for. Should come back up for slaps and second Cascade as well, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I figure the second cascade definitely needs
Yeah.
attention to the first. So as long as it's up for the second,
I might be able to get both. We'll see. I'll try it.
we'll try it. And then if not, then
If not, I'll save it for second. 100%.
I'll be honest, I got Brotherhood and Mantra confused for a second. I was like, what?
I wonder why I used it there. For a second.
Well, I was wondering why we were asking about when to use it. That's why I was like, my brain turned off for a second.
Ah. Fair enough. No, it doesn't come up for a second. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be too tight. I was looking at the timing.
Oh, Jesus.
Probably.
Adjust for cascade. Throttles.
Nope.
Yeah, first cascade happens 15 to 19. Second cascade is 127 to 131.
Okay.
So yeah, second one then.
Yep.
How long does it last? Like, would it be able to hit all the splashes beforehand?
15 seconds.
Um,
I can use it halfway through.
no, it should go. Yeah, just halfway through is probably for more comfort because splashes start around 120. The cascade is the 127. But it finishes around 31.
I'm trying to see what killed me, by the way, but I still don't know what killed me.
Yeah, it
damage.
was weird.
What?
Like, I'm looking at the recap and I'm like, I don't know exactly what killed me. No, like, it's a splash. Like, I see my shake it off when it went off this, and at the same time I do the for the splashes, and then it's the Buster. But I don't see that much from the Buster killing me, and I'm like,
There's auto. There's busters, autos, and splashes there.
Alright.
Would you guys want me
I'll try to give you
save
Aurora there now.
Samba for that instead of for beats?
Say again.
Do you guys want me to maybe save Samba for that instead of using it for stall feats?
Let's if it's a problem again, let's try changing Shield Samba. Let's for now. I think I can make an adjustment because I'll be honest. I'm still struggling to see which tank is taking more damage between main and off tank. Because it seems like every time I target one,
I
the
can
other
tell you
dies.
that one.
Well, I know which one it is
And-
on paper, but
In first phase, they both take roughly equal, but liquid hits harder than hand.
yeah. So I think I just need to calibrate which one I'm focusing on more. Because I mostly, for the splashes, I mostly do a little bit of setup, and then Ronan is taking care of most of the healing, so I can put more healing on the tanks. So yeah, let's try it again with all our mitts as is, and then if it's still a problem, we can make an adjustment.
I think Darkness is the most annoying and most fun tank to play on this first phase. If you mistime a TBN once, you don't get them all to break. And by mistime, you have to use it on cooldown.
Listen.
Okay, adjust for Cascade. Throttles very soon. Oh no.
Did I really miss my own?
Oh god.
I don't know what is like normal amount of damage to be doing in here.
Did you just not notice that you had one on yourself?
No,
or-
I knew I had one. I pressed it sooner.
I don't know what.
But
the
apparently
normal
it didn't
amount
go
of damage
through.
for me to
Okay.
Rip.
Yeah.
And then I continued on, thinking, I'm fine.
I saw one on both of us, and I was like, well, I know I'm lower on the raid frame, so I'll get myself first.
I can't hear you. What?
Ready for throttles? I got Santa.
Ah, so close.
Yeah.
That was a hair too close.
Throttle's coming.
Come on.
We don't have, just in case we do get somehow get through limit cut. We don't have clock set up yet for phase 2, do we?
We do not. I'll be honest, I want the goal tonight to be to focus on getting through liquid and into limit cut. So that's why I haven't posted anything for, or talked about anything for phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
We may have had that problem in the past with previous ultimates where we were on, let's say, you know, mechanic like Heaven's Fall, and somebody was already talking about Terraflare. Oh my god, you're still a month ahead of us in prog. Please stop. That's a story for another day. Don't do UCOP. I mean, do UCOP, but don't do UCOP.
30 seconds.
Cascade, and then throttles right after. What
Damage.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
If I noticed, I would have second winded.
Yeah, I think we're still so focused on doing the throttles correctly that we're not healing as much as probably not as much as we could. There's also just not much time to do anything.
Yeah, that's actually the bigger problem. It's like, thanks to throttles, you have a good, 7.5 seconds where nothing's going out.
Yeah,
Good. That's where I'm gonna start using Bloodbath.
Pretty much.
it's a good place for it. I might be able to save some fairy heals for there. I have been using them as kind of for the doll feeds and everything. But, if we're getting through those, okay, I might be able to use them for the second cascade and stuff afterwards.
I fucked up my opener so bad. I used my gauge before the hand spawned like an idiot.
You walk between the dolls.
I was gonna say I crossed the streams. That's fine. I actually need to get some more water too. So if everybody wants to take like a minute to get up and move for a second, that's fine. But only a minute. Beer.
Yep, I'm good. Yeah, because I have all my shit open. I'm still like 30 seconds. He gave us a minute, so you might want to.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I had to grab an apple. I needed something.
Sustenance.
Screaming in the back.
Oh my god, tragedy struck Mel at the grocery store. So my favorite apples are Pink Lady apples, you know. And they started getting them from a different source. I swear to God, they have not had one Pink Lady apple in that grocery store that's not rotten for like 2 months. I've been so upset.
This sounds like bad fucking procedure from them. I worked in produce before for like 3 years. It's not hard.
Yeah, I mean, granted, it is Price Chopper, so I guess I'm getting what what is signed up
Well,
for.
it is Price Chopper. I think I remember when I was in New York.
Don't ask how I did that, because I don't know.
I looked down and went, oh no.
Go, City.
Cascade. Adjust. Throttles too.
Forcing the stop.
We're good.
Oh my god.
Oh, like too far.
Well, everybody, our goal was to die to limit cut. And guess what mechanic we just died to?
Hell yeah.
Yeah! We died horribly in a new way. Prog.
Congrats.
With that said, since we're coming up on a break soon, I say we just continue to focus on cleaning up phase 1 for now. When we get back from break, we can talk about limit cut. But for now, we're up to what, 150 something pulls. We've only seen it once, so I do want us to just focus on getting there a few more times. Then when we come back from break, we'll talk about limit cut a little more. That said, let's get a few more pulls in before we go on break.
I did it completely right, but then everyone in my group got yeeted, and then I was alone, and I was like, I panicked. Yeah, a bunch of people went south with me, but then everyone died. Because I was 4, and all of a sudden a bunch of people were running with me, and then all of a sudden nobody was running with me, and I was like, oh, well. No, you went right. I had to think about it for a hot second, but I was like, oh, I'm 4, I gotta go south. And then I had a lot of people next to me, and then all of a sudden I was like running, and everyone just disappeared behind me. Well, shit. I would.
So a long time ago, there was a tank that I was talking with, and he was talking about how much he loved tea, and he was just going on and on about how much he loved, you know, the Alexander phase and all of that, and then he stopped mid-sentence and said, full on, like he was speaking at a murder trial. He said, "Fuck living liquid," and I'm starting to understand why, as a tank, he was that adamant about.
He was probably off tank.
Probably.
Off tank in this fight sucks.
He was actually, I don't know how the leaderboards count it now, but for a while he was, he had the #1 paladin parse in T. Post Shadowbringers, I think.
Very impressive.
Yeah, he was crazy.
That was my bad.
Not
I got
been
the
gone.
call.
I think that's death.
Yep.
I had no idea I was muted this entire time.
My signature move. You fit right into. Ask people who've raided with me how often we'll go like 20 minutes. They're like, man, AO's been really quiet.
Yeah, is he asleep?
I mean, it's like a 50-50. He's either asleep or you're muted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes both.
Fair enough.
Sometimes if it's like really late at night, not so much anymore because I don't stay up this late anymore, but like back when I used to do like 3 a.m., I would mute in case I did fall asleep so nobody could hear me snoring.
Oh my god.
Oh, it was a dark time in life, let me tell you. My sleep schedule is marginally better than that now.
Hey, what time do servers go down tonight?
I believe it's 10 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
I saw that notice yesterday and I almost had a heart attack. I'm like, is that going to cut into our tea time? I got a Pacific time, we're good. We'll be in liquid hell long before the servers go down. Cascade and then throttles.
And
Oh,
Balls.
Jesus. Mathal's balls is in the 24 man. Thank you. I got one laugh out of that. I'll take that as a victory.
I'm assuming it must have just been damaged because we were already casting paint. So, yeah, my cousin doesn't tell me to focus holding liquid until I after hand paint the cast. So, you know, and that's what he told me to do. So, ooh, I almost just put a toe in a tornado. Didn't, but I almost did.
Ooh.
It's an 80k reducible complexity.
Yep.
Probably just a doll that was high health percentage.
Does it need to be at 25 or like 24?
You should put it at 24.
Okay, then that was me.
Just gently hit it on the head with the book one more time.
Bonk.
push the enemy.
Oh, please, why do you keep canceling my ability? So annoying.
Yeah, when the doll ends up like at like 26 or so, I always have this internal dilemma of like, do I hit it again? Do I just stand? You would be surprised. I come pretty close sometimes if I get it, like... It depends on which of my buttons. If it's my yellow button, my potency is like hella high. Yeah, I was gonna say, usually then I just let it auto. But I always have this moment of like, should I just risk it and hit it one more time? Like here, I'm at 26%, so I'm just gonna have that. Yeah, my yellow button does 12%. Yeah. Yes. Like making rotation decisions.
Throttles very soon.
You realize are not making any sense. Like, why am I hitting this? I just have that. Yeah, but I think that's the problem. Is sometimes I just like kind of my brain just turns off for a second, and I'm like, why did I hit those? Like I hit my combo in the reverse, and then was like, what am I doing? Like instead of red then green, red then blue. I hit blue then red, and I was like, wait a minute. That's just not even right. Like, she's objectively wrong. Yeah, that was hand of thing, so... yeah. Kill him!
I did it. Oh. Hand was alive just long enough to still smack me. I don't know how I wasn't getting healed.
Yeah, because where you died, you looked like you were...
I was in top of all of you.
Yeah.
Just to confirm, after that hand of pain goes off, we're just like running down.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, theoretically, we could try to push it before that hand of pain, but I don't think we're at a point yet where we can do that consistently. So.
Yeah, for
when you start potting, you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything.
Uh-oh.
What?
Fucking Bessie. Bessie.
Woo!
Yeah, but I got you.
Looks like bait on one of the
Yeah.
less tornado.
I baited it. Was I too close? Or
We are.
I thought I was pretty close, but I didn't actually
We're better today than we were the other day.
see where you were.
We have gotten
I would
close
have been
at
really
least
too
once.
too
We're
close.
getting like
Oh my bad.
basically it's
Just babe. Just max melee of my hand.
Should we keep going or should we take a break?
Let's do one more.
We are definitely doing better than we did the other night with so. Prog. We did see them cut.
Mostly because I only had 2 minutes of food left and I really want to see a death to that cascade, you know what I'm saying?
Another one.
Nice to finally see it. It's like a piece the next phase.
Oh my god.
We can go on right now.
I don't think.
That looked like a doll thing.
Yeah.
Alright,
Just not play.
let's come back at... Let's do like 15 minutes, so come back at 36 past the hour.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Do whatever you need to do. Get up, stretch around, get a snack. Anything but take a nap, preferably. If you want to refresh yourself on Limit Cut, now's probably the best time. We're going to talk about Limit Cut a little bit when we come back. And our goal is going to be to see it a few more times tonight. Yeah. I will. BRB.
Shall we back?
I think I went the right way.
Where you are?
Right there. Okay, where was you looking south? Your thing was like here.
Yeah. Right there or direct?
Fine.
Hey, why does it show the two X's?
How's that?
This can't possibly be right, because why am I running towards A? There's no way. This is wrong. Why is everything spread out like this? No way. Look.
You finding any
Look. That's not right. This isn't right.
It is for me though. I know I went that way. I think yours was.
According to this, nobody went anywhere at all.
I know where I went. If you're here, I should be in. Yeah, it is.
I don't think it's counting, like, I think it's. It shows me running down.
Okay, wait. This is where we're killing. Like, this is where
Yeah, I think it, like, starts me going down, and then it just, like, instead of showing me running around me,
I'm like 99% sure that I think both of us.
yeah. Mm-hmm. 36. I'm gonna look at it one more time. I'm curious.
Yeah, just tell me what it's. They're exact opposites.
They should be, yeah.
That's why I was like, I don't think I went.
It's on the sea. Unless that's not the first hit, but I think it is. I think you were looking at the second hit.
Yeah, but that's fine. As long as I
You
get
need to
behind
run
them.
into the front of the first hit, basically.
No, but I skipped.
Look. Right there.
Yeah,
Yours was at A.
right. That's fine. As long as I get behind it in time. I missed-
Right. But what I'm saying is you run basically into the first hit and then go with it.
Yeah. But I didn't.
Well,
I
3
know-
didn't go with me. I've got 7 and 8 are here.
Look. Wait, see, look, they're getting hit by yours. They're way.
Yeah, but they're already dead.
No, they were. I just wasn't. Right on the camera. Look, they're still. They're getting.
They're
hit.
already dead. This person gets hit by the next one.
I missed one. I missed one hit. You're right, but I managed to get behind.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that I was the only one. Anyway, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have my post at all.
Oh, I always have my thing open. Yeah, but I just have it open.
I know where to look. It's the number. That
I have to remember that it's split on a diagonal. Because I looked directly to see, but like it's technically...
Yeah, no.
Yeah. I have to look basically either northwest or southeast is how I should be facing my camera. I need to prepare my gear when we get in there.
Let's see that.
I need to crack another manual.
Cold beer on.
No, not
Are
that
you?
one. Manual. Le manual.
Cold man.
No. No.
You're muted, by the way.
So I am.
And here I thought it was on purpose.
If only. If only.
I was just checking out the solo simulator you can do to see which limit cut it had. It has Mario Kart cut.
Yeah. That said, I did find a video that actually breaks down the limit cut strat that we're using pretty well. I'll post it in the strats channel. I'm not saying we're going to go over it tonight, but I think it'll be a good resource for people to study over the week. You know, if your eyes need something to look at that's not an Omega stream, you could look at this video.
How did it change my portrait? Eh, whatever.
What did you do?
I
were
didn't
so
change
good on our
anything.
first lockout.
I didn't change anything.
Give me one moment.
It's so dumb. You can't just set it.
Change of Materian. Oh look, goodbye portrait.
So, before we start pulling again, does anybody have questions about limit cut or the strats that we're using or anything like that?
Shouldn't.
Fair enough. I know for me personally, there's still the exact movement I'm still a little shaky on, but I feel like for me I'll probably get it better once I actually do the movement. The whole like positioning relative to Cruise Chaser and all that, depending on your number, like that part I can see it in the toolbox and in videos, but you know, I don't know how it feels yet, so that's one thing I think is going to hold me up for a little bit when we first start seeing it. But, yeah.
My biggest tip, if you're an odd, you really want to make sure you're facing out. And if you're even, you don't have to use knockback mitigation. If you're curious.
Yeah.
Odds have to use knockback, but evens can just face the direction of Cruise Chasers currently, and you won't be knocked back.
That is one thing I've wondered, because generally any mechanic that you can knockback immune, the devs figured out a way you can do it without using knockback immunity.
Oh, you have
Which
to use it for the cleaves.
I was gonna say, I look at limit cut and I'm like, there's no way.
Actually, no. There definitely is a way to do it, because it doesn't knock you back the full distance of the arena.
The cleaves you do.
It knocks you back to almost the full distance, but I'm sure there's a strat where you
I'm
do
getting
like
these
this
right
and get
here,
knocked all the way
right?
across, but that's just stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that's like when Arthur's was trying to come up with the no knockback immune strat for Sanctity of the Ward. Yeah, God. Anyway, alright, let's actually food check. Almost forgot to put on food. Can you believe that?
Nah, how could I believe it?
Like, I finally have an appetite again. I'll take that as a victory.
I forget our markers, by the way.
Oh, right, those. I got it. Hold on. I'll be honest, I do usually, just because I've had problems with that in the past, I do usually, once I see markers go down, even if I know they're right, I'll usually put down the markers I have saved too, just to double check. But also partly to double check that the markers I have saved are right.
I mean, that's because the part you would need them, like 1 and 4, for example, that's for phase 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we don't need these for a while. But my god, will we need them when we get there.
See the whole fight of all markers for him.
I already do this whole fight TOS, I don't want to hear it.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
You know it's bad because I feel more shame than pride that I did TOS nail callouts.
Whack. Holy shit.
Looked like doll things.
Looks like just a little too close.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's death. Also gear check.
Ow.
Is that just damage, or?
No. I was a hair too close to drainage.
Also throttles. I was late on the call, sorry.
Fix my posture here. The back is killing me. It is cuffed. I'm mashing buttons. You could be like Royal. You could be like Royal. Hey, it's my mouse. I was thinking that before. I was like, the boss is been like perfectly centered. It like genuinely makes it that I like don't have to like waste time cat targeting.
Cascade and then throttles.
The bubbles.
Yeah, one went right through the center.
Like, is that something we have to watch out for? Because I'm not gonna lie, if that is, I did not know that. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I had really good procs. Yeah. It's the bubble pattern. Just sometimes it just goes straight through the middle and kills everyone.
Throttle's too.
Watch out for the center. They're coming through.
If we're standing dead center, they will pass us by, but someone keeps.
Let me just double check something on the toolbox real quick.
I was gonna
I
ask.
think on that we're
do
supposed
we
to
keep
be like,
moving them?
standing dead center, right?
I thought so.
Even if
if we're all on top of each other dead center, they should pass us by.
that's sketch. That's sketch.
Let me just
Fuck.
double check real quick. 'Cause I thought it was dead center, but I may have that position.
It doesn't say anything about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the picture,
Toolbox.
it's just the center pictures. The body's on the center, and that's all it is.
But you can also see that their orbs are being shundated south for some reason.
Yeah.
You might be pulling them back in a little bit too early. It might be safer to wait for the orbs to start moving and then move. Because I think they can still be
have
baited
no
after
idea.
they spawn to different positions.
So yeah, just wait till the orbs start actually going in their direction before the boss get pulled back middle.
If you're able to. I don't know if it's possible with the hand timing.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, someone moves out.
Yeah, we may as well give it a try. Now is the time for trying stuff out like that. So.
I'm not sure what makes them. Because I thought if we're all just standing dead
I mean,
center,
theoretically,
they'll
the
just
only
kinda go
people that
past
would really affect would be the tanks and the melee. Tanks more so. But everybody should still be in range of healing, so that shouldn't be a problem. Definitely still in range of the DPS, so.
Way behind rotation now.
Throttle's coming.
Whatever's behind them damaging a little bit.
Ah, sorry, Kalcha.
Am.
I think I went out of order. Trying to get some reses out.
Splashes.
This is definitely death.
No.
Cascade.
I'm actually so glad you revived into that real enough.
I know, right?
Just get back up, like, don't worry, friends, I'll save you. Oh, right.
What'd you say?
Do you need to check the friend list just in case? The friend, no, the party list just in case.
Say again.
You say something about having them out of order?
No, I just, I miscounted the DPS, so I cleansed 2 of the DPS and then myself when I should have cleansed 3 DPS.
Yeah, because I would have gone down. Do you want me to just skip you and then just start going down the DPS?
No, that's fine, I just went out of order. So yeah, keep doing the normal way of doing it. I just made a miscalculation. I blame that Monk has too many buffs on its bar, but it's not like the throttle is highlighted and at the very front and center, so...
Especially after the changes they made, showing all debuffs on bar.
Yeah. After how much hype I talked about having seen this mechanic before in another game, I feel like I gotta do it the intended way. It's like, oh yeah, I saw this mechanic back in 2015. We were fighting Sith Lords back then. Oh my god. Tank's taking a beating over there.
I take more than a beating.
Oh, you know, I've seen tank damage like that back in 2015. We were fighting Jedi Masters back then.
Jesus. Oh, are you invading Tython?
Actually, yes. That was the flashpoint. Oh my god, the boss is like a Padawan. You're like, oh my god, my god. Do you know how much shit I've done on this Sith Lord? And then this Padawan ends up being the hardest fucking flashpoint boss in the game.
Hey, don't fucking Padawan no more.
Apparently not. My man entered phase 2 and became a Jedi Knight.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Many feathers.
He did that thing from like the samurai movie where he like cuts off his little ponytail thing. You know what I mean? Except instead of a top knot, it's the little Padawan, like rat tail.
Oh Jesus. That's not a good sound. Isn't that great? Doll is unbelievably consistent on Monk. I will never worry about killing it ever.
I was gonna say,
Especially second speed.
I haven't heard one bit of malding from Doll 2 all night.
Man, the only modding you hear is when I push my buttons out of order. Like I just did.
I mean, the thing with Monk is, no matter how you press them out of order, there's probably a rotation for that. It may not be optimal, but there's some crackhead who made a rotation for it.
I hit my buffs in the wrong order.
No, that is unfortunate.
I hit a perfect balance too early. That means I missed the boot shine proc.
Just pretend it's level 50 where you gotta hit it on the open.
That's so gross.
But I'm just saying, Crystal Tower in 2023 is rough.
Yeah, you're right.
throttles.
That was too early. Yeah. Damn. I don't know why I'm always so low there. I think it's that bait.
Yeah. I might.
I do. I usually use Riddle of Earth there too, or I had started doing it and I forgot to use it there. I used it on an earlier Living Liquid bait.
Gunbreaker friend, how close are you to dying before you use Bola? I haven't been quite paying attention to your health.
I'm not that. I'd say I had 1/3 of health still.
Okay. Because what I could do is I have been putting Fey Union on off tank, just because I know Pink was dying to that a lot on Saturday. If you're getting consistently hit hard by something in college, I could put it on you, even for just a couple ticks, just to prop you up a little bit. That might help. How much are you dying by?
That time it was somewhere from 3,000 to 6,000 range.
Okay.
Because it was during the slaps.
Yeah.
I died to Hand of Pain, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I can try that. And then maybe just throw out some direct heals on Gunbreaker friend. Alright, food check before we pull again. Let's do it.
I think I can fix it just by using Riddle of Earth more smart.
We'll see. I'll meet you halfway. And then on Friday, when Pink's asking where are the heals, we can adjust it again.
I love that Tekken characters do the turnaround.
Oh.
That was the sickest adjust I've seen this whole prog experience. Well done. That's unfortunate.
That's really bad. I think we're dead here.
Yeah, we're not gonna have enough cleanses for the throttles. I was just looking at the time and I'm like, even if I res right now,
I'd pop
the
back
beat.
long after throttles.
Yeah.
My favorite part about like the opening of this fight is my character running in, hitting a dance at the 0, and then sprinting out of there like like a bat out of hell. Being like, nope, 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 nope.
Throttle soon.
Still have to adjust for the ball.
Yeah.
I don't remember ever reading
So it
about
looks like we have a
I
type
don't know
person.
how. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be adjusting.
Sorry, I was coughing a lot, so I can't.
Okay.
I haven't seen it until that one where I was specifically looking.
Why is it sometimes you let me hit there and other times you're just like, nah.
But like, I'm just really not
That's
sure
why
where
Trader
we're
once
supposed to
said this
go.
game's
Like, are we
dog
not
shit.
supposed to stand in the middle then? Like, I don't. How do we adjust it? You know what I mean? Like, what's the plan for
Not his face.
adjusting it?
In fact, if he's in your Twitch chat now, I hope he hears that and smiles.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Pretty sure I've been watching myself.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't like remember reading about it anywhere, so I really don't know.
Throttle soon. That one I'm actually not sure about. Well,
It
it was
was.
a throttle, I'm just not sure how it got missed. Because I think the one had both of us trying to cleanse it.
It's really funny is when you die to throttle, what you see is minus throttle, minus throttle, minus throttle.
It's that feeling like I was not chosen.
Like, it's not your fault you picked the middle of the raid frame.
I mean, I could go back to Jagged Doll for hell.
That's quite alright. Ironically enough, your positioning is almost the same in the raid frame now.
Oh god.
There is no winning in this.
Stop the
That's
Dragoon.
ultimate for
Dragoon in this fight is a lot of fun.
I got no feathers on that whole opener.
Believe it or not, I was almost gonna Dragoon this.
I have Dragoon phase 1. Before they buff Summoner, Dragoon is the highest damage in T.
Yeah. I was looking forward to the Great Parsis. Said it is fun getting to Scholar again in an ultimate.
I imagine.
Not to rub it in Reladon's face or anything.
Oh, I can't pay attention to anything else. There are too many buttons.
I call that close. I'm so glad your cards are like the aren't Stormblood cards.
Oh god.
I would be hating life.
Throttles, by the way.
Don't worry, oh, I thought I had been chosen again.
That's alright, you drew the same card.
Oh, good. I drew the please God help me.
Also, I have a way to save you every time, but never mind.
Damn.
Okay, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand what's happening.
Um,
What are we
so,
dying?
College.
Is it Orbsy?
That was
the
parting.
end of parting, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Orbs is, I believe it's an ability called Outburst, is what kills us
Yeah,
when
I
it's
was gonna
Orbs.
say, I was like, that felt really early to be Orbs.
Yeah. So yeah, I can get a lot more healing on you, Kalja, if I, instead of using a Sacred
they're
Soil
about 2
for
hours
Splash, if I save it, I can hit you with a Lustrate afterwards. That will make splashes kind of sketchy, but it might
Yeah,
make
I used to.
saving you more consistent. Who knows?
I say splashes
have
is
a
better.
3 hour
I've just started second winding after getting hit by the tornado,
think
or right
the,
before I get hit.
Yeah, I think the Fairy Tether is also going to be a better option. Because it's, I mean, it's free, for God's sake. I just happened to do it impromptu that last pull and it worked, so. Those times when you're like, you know what, maybe pentamelding does make a difference.
What, are you using level 80 crafting gear?
Oh god, I wish I was that cool. Just use some crazy, fucking cracked out, super optimized, on level set.
I'm literally just using last tier's Abyss, except I'm using the 600 weapon instead of P4 weapon.
Crack addicts, but for feathers.
My skill speed is perfect.
I'm literally using the stat for this tier. They said don't use, it has too much piety.
Sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, in this fight, yeah.
risked it with the yellow button. I went from 39 to 13. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. The yellow button is risky.
Ooh.
No panicking at all.
I was a tornado kick when it was unbuffed. Not a cause to panic, but definitely sad.
Adjust. That looked like hand parting.
Yeah.
I also looked like a ball's about to go through dead center anyways.
I mean, I guess theoretically, if we have a ball going through middle, we could all just adjust relative south, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's PF kosher, but just for now, until we can get the ball baits more clean.
No, it's a lot. We start running in like at the one. We don't actually just run in. You know when I know that I'm like really, really comfortable when I'm like with a phase? When I'm like laying down in my chair right now. Like, I feel no stress doing this right now.
Ooh. I don't want to think about how close I was to hitting the huddle.
Adjust throttles.
Just a little.
I'm telling you.
We're at boss position. We can't hold them any closer. Nope, parting. I'm not familiar with this particular strat on tank, because I did week 1 strats for every single phase, essentially.
I'll
I'm pretty sure if everyone would just
probably not
stand and
tonight,
roll,
but
we wouldn't
during the
have this
week I'll
problem.
look at some tank POVs just to see what they're doing for positioning, see if that illuminates anything on the ball baiting.
Kinda wish I had my old clear POV.
You know, boss positioning is one thing, but also, you know, boss positioning will literally kill us in this phase if it's off. So I don't want us to just be haphazardly trying to adjust things.
God damn it, game. Let me fucking hit the boss. He's right in front of me. Please quit just canceling my abilities.
I'm telling you, I think people are just not standing in the middle. When people are dropping dead, they're like spread out all over the
That
place.
said, I also don't want us getting haphazardly hit by balls in-game or IRL. Neither is fun.
I don't know. You could be into that kind of stuff,
I'm
you know?
gonna review the
I mean, you
clips
can
after,
be,
because
theoretically,
I'm
I just
pretty sure
happen to
someone's
not be.
moving over to the side and popping.
Power to you if you are. It's gotta be a hell of a way to live. I think I might have been in a position for those baits. See what I get for talking about getting smacked across the chin with Pepsi Man's balls?
Yeah.
Who laughed? I heard it.
I
heard it
laugh.
chuckle.
What? We'll get it after. We're not gonna have to.
Adjust for cascade. Throttles. Tried.
I messed up accidentally casting on my then EG.
Alright, let's keep hitting it. We got a little over a half hour left. See if we can nettle and cut again. Or at least get smacked by a ball again. Throttles, Jim. Hold on, don't pull right away. I just want to check something. Alright. I'm ready.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at it later. After we get off what to do about it. So I actually really have no idea what we're dying to. And if it's orbs, I don't know how to adjust to it. Because I've never seen anyone adjust to it. What did we do on that one that we got to limit that? We just... Well, it's not Hand of Pain, because I watched Hand of Pain go out. We still live. So if anything, it's Hand of Parting. Which I guess is possible. Usually at that point, I'm just so focused on burning the boss down.
I'm understand.
That's
That's a
not
wipe.
good. Yeah, that is a wipe.
Ooh. Rip.
Let us know when you're good, Agatha.
Yeah, I'm still in the part where it's like your character select was not properly logged out.
Yeah.
I never wanted to log out, but sure, brother.
Hold on. Okay. Yeah, see, Hand of Pain just went off. When it slaps the ground, that was Hand of Pain. We're all still alive. Now the orb goes by. That one we died to Cascade, I think. Oh. Yeah, then that's fine. You gotta go up with like the most recent one so we keep going.
I know Agatha just loaded back in. I'm just watching a tank POV real quick just to see if there's anything we're missing about the way the orbs are getting baited. Alright, so never mind. The video that I saw, they killed it before the orb spawned. So I'll try again later.
Are you looking at TLL orb trajectory baiting? That one?
I was not. I actually just looked up a T clear POV, which in hindsight was a mistake, but
Yeah, they're potting. They'll just fucking murder the doll. The doll? The liquid at that point.
I will give it a more thorough research effort later. I was looking at the video, I'm like, man, Liquid's health is really low. I don't know if they're gonna see this mechanic. Fucking Gunbreaker went in there like somebody who actually understands the combat system from 8.
I just got yeeted.
Ah.
I am getting.
I'm afraid.
So my distance, I don't know why it was not on.
Oh
but I
my
got
god.
the last
Alright, so this first cascade is gonna be a bit spicy. We're fine.
I was very afraid for a second.
Okay, well, now that my opener is kind of.
I kinda
ruined,
forgot that when you get logged out, you should eat it your thing.
I wonder how viable the dragon kick rotation is in this fight.
What?
Fear damage, maybe? Throttle.
Let's say, let's do throttles out of spite.
Yeah, 3k of difference only.
Ah, that's Beth.
Yeah, that is. So we're definitely toast.
It basically did 3k of more damage than it used to normally by the HP I have.
Food check, by the way.
I'll adjust some stuff around for that.
I just roll high, basically. In the roll of damage, you just roll high.
Well, yeah, rolling high is one thing, but we already have enough things that are dependent on RNG in this first phase. I don't want the tank damage to be one of them. Remember when the fight's only 2 minutes long, and I was like, oh yeah, healers, it's no problem. When the fight's 15 minutes long, I'd be like, oh god, just heal bot already.
It feels like that, yeah.
I wonder how that one Astro felt when they one-healed this fight.
I mean,
I think now there's all those extra mitigations.
Their tank was also a paladin, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
so it was like a 1.5 healer situation.
Not gonna lie, I thought its health was at 27.
My jaw and I panicked.
Thank god it wasn't.
I think my dot ticked.
See, we've already got gains on Monk that we didn't have on Black Mage.
Oh, I used it early. Oh well.
Watch out for the orb.
Would it be safer?
No,
It's
if it hits
proximity
us.
to people. Is there any way we could just move boss to A?
Yeah, I don't think it can hit living liquid either. It basically.
No. It doesn't hit us, but it explodes in proximity to us.
Yeah.
Like, the AoE explosion for it, you can't be the distance I am right now from Agatha, from the orb, pretty much. Otherwise, the orb just goes boom.
Hold on, let me look up one more thing.
We could try pulling boss all the way to A, or, you know, whatever the far one is at the time. Relative north, I guess.
I think
Like,
that
do
would
everything the same. Like, do everything the same, but when you group the bosses,
What
group them
health
all,
are they at
group them
when
relative
we
north
are
instead of
going
dead center.
south from-
We could try that for now.
work. Yeah, I think that would work.
Until we figure out a better solution, but yeah, I think that'll work for now.
You think we could burn it down before Hand of Pain if we all focused on it? Guys, I feel like that might actually be better for consistency's sake at this point. Like, if we just kill him before our orbs spawn, then we don't have to worry about this issue. It becomes a non-issue at that point.
I just saw the doll and I saw the boss walking up. I'm like, oh, this isn't gonna end well.
Yeah. You move the doll? You move the doll. Like more towards the center, I mean? Honestly, the fact that they let me hit Kieran walk in the middle of the dance has been okay.
Oh my god, I ran into the wrong.
I looked over, I was like, oh no!
get away from in front because the buster will have happened.
I mean, if we see that buster, we're dead anyways. To be honest.
No, because the time we went to Leviticus, I got the buster in my face because the Fairy told me and I saw the damage, but I was mitigating the process and then we killed it in time. It's just like try to not be in front of Leviticus just in case.
Hold off on pulling for a second. Never mind, that's a juiced POV too. Alright.
A lot of people do the skip living liquid phase 1 thing now, I believe.
I even looked for like an old school one, like 2019, and they were still like, nah, we're juicing this.
They went out of this phase as fast as possible.
I think we should do it.
All of a sudden, me not having the relic book is really coming back to haunt me.
Holy shit, that was a fat opener.
I didn't even hit that.
Throttles.
Looks like ball didn't matter anyways. Ball was still coming. Maybe pull him center and then pull him relative north after ball spawns, or after ball starts moving. I'm not sure. Those things are being a pain in the ass this time.
Yeah. Let's do a couple more pulls. I'd rather, if we're having trouble getting past that, we'll just focus on cleaning up stuff up into that. Then I'll see if I can do some research on it in the week ahead.
It's not right. I hit another fucking ability when it was 27% still. It also had a dot on it, so...
Maybe the dog was taking a nap.
Obviously.
Putting the time and damage over time.
I genuinely might start reading my book next time around here.
Welcome back.
Okay. I don't know. You said uh-oh. I don't know. I didn't
Adjust
see
for
anyone just
cascade.
say uh-oh. I just heard you say
Throttles.
uh-oh.
That time I didn't see what it was.
Hand up pain.
I need just a minute before if we're gonna pull again.
Yeah, we'll do a couple more.
Alright. Okay.
What?
Somebody disconnected from voice. I didn't see who it was.
Might have been me because I also noticed that it turned off speakers, so it could have been.
Mm.
Hi, baby. What are you doing? Want some red tea with us? Hi. Hi, baby.
Part of me feels this fight's actually a tiny bit harder in this expansion than it was last expansion.
On what grounds?
When they did rescaling, health scaling again.
That
Because
Good.
my group, we did it like I said, we did it towards the end of Shadowbringers, towards the end of Final Tier. And we were still able to skip Final Splashes pretty comfortably.
yeah. Could be the scaling. Could also be we're still getting adjusted to this phase. Hard to say.
I kind of noticed it in Uber a little bit as well when I did it.
Although honestly, the checks in Ubu are so minimal now that
I mean, they're still, the checks are minimal, but I did notice that I was seeing a little bit more than I would have normally.
yeah. You see a little bit of active phase too and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yuka, we were miles ahead of the DPS check for most of it. It was disgusting. Like, we would have Bahamut sub 60 before, like, but like before the end of Heaven's Fall, it'd be
Yeah, that's
insane.
fair.
Jesus.
Dog.
I'm back, by the way.
WP.
Ow.
This orb thing is really frustrating. I can't figure out what I might be doing wrong.
Yeah, so what little research I was able to do, it does confirm that it's baited towards where it's baited towards where the bosses are when the orbs first spawn, which we already knew. What it doesn't tell me is how we're supposed to deal with that. I mean, it looks like the orbs spawn somewhere in that, somewhere between those sets of proteans. So, assuming there's some positioning gymnastics to do with that. But between that and not finding any POVs that even show that part, I'm kind of struggling to find a solution for it tonight.
I'm looking at this one.
Keep in mind also, any videos you find is likely the tanks have done this thousands of times. They're so
Yeah.
muscle memory that EA don't even notice anymore.
Yeah. I'm looking at this one where they have LL more to the left. I don't even. Or like straight middle, straight relative north. And I'm looking at where the orbs are going. It doesn't look like it's going through the crowd, but I don't know.
And yeah, but like in that video, it literally dies before even they.
Yeah, are we dying to orbs 1 or orbs 2?
I
Well, the
believe
first set
it'd
of
And bolas?
the first set of orbs is at the very beginning when we're
Yeah,
moving
so it'd
boss
be-
feeding dolls, so it's definitely orbs 2.
be- yeah. Yeah. So in the video that you just linked, Tiff, it looks like so the orb spawns and living liquid's still in the middle, the way they have the boss positioned. So that orb is going to go towards the middle of the group, which is kind of where we're at right now.
Probably killing him beforehand.
Yeah. Alright, let's just do one more poll, just again make sure we're cleaning up everything up until that. I'll do some homework during the week to see what sort of solution we can find. We'll go from there. Just think this is your last chance to die to throttles before Omega Protocol.
Heck yeah. I volunteer.
The servers go down 10 o'clock PST, right? I was gonna be like, we gotta switch back. Yeah, I know. Probably, and I mean,
We're good.
We're not.
Now we're not. And auto.
Oh wait,
Oh, now we go one more.
No, I know exactly what happened. I know exactly what happened, and the answer is me happened. Because for some reason, I lost the target of Living Liquid, and I was like, why am I targeting him? And I see I'm targeting a Shagger doll, and I said, oh, that must be it. So when I was doing Tomahawk, I was doing
Yes,
Tomahawk
again.
to Living Liquid, and then apparently I target your doll, so my Tomahawk helped to feel, but I lost track of Living Liquid, and I lost track of everything in the process.
Alright, so one more. One of these pulls, I remember to place my fairy and focus target the boss beforehand.
Nah, that's no fun. You gotta do it while you're fighting.
I mean, I have been every pull up until now. If you're wondering why the openers are so sketchy every time.
I thought
Oh,
they
yeah.
were sketchy.
Look, really not. You're healing with a loaded tech. Of course, they're gonna be sketchy.
It's the best way to do it. Well, that's a... Yeah.
Oh, well, we asked for one more.
I think that's a sign.
We can call that enough for tonight.
Oh,
Probably.
it definitely is.
Um,
I potted a few of those pools, and I was able to get hand and liquid like almost 2% lower just from
yeah,
the one person using a pot.
yeah. With
I mean,
with
do
how
we
little
wanna
health
start-
these bosses have. Go on. Sorry.
I was gonna say, do we want to start potting? I mean, I feel like we're pretty clean on the rest of this phase at this point.
That's gonna be an option that I'll consider. I don't want to just decide it on a whim if there is a silver bullet that we're not seeing.
Okay.
But that is something I'm going to consider.
You will need like 60 pots a night, though.
Yeah. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, if we can find a way to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why it's going to be an option that I'll consider. It's not going to be the number one option. If we can find a way to do orbs, without screwing ourselves over on pods, we'll do it that way. But it may come down to us needing pods. If it does come to that, we'll talk logistics next week. So with that said, even though we had some frustrations with the orbs, we did meet one of our goals for tonight, which was dying to limit cut somehow. And we also did start cleaning up the rest of Living Liquid quite a bit. So that's good. So even though we did have the frustration, there was a lot of good that we can pull from tonight. So I hope everybody carries that with them into next week. A bit frustrating that we couldn't get more prog because of the orb shenanigans. But all in all, good that we did meet our other prog goals for the night. Next week we'll be back in it. Same days and times, shouldn't be any weird shenanigans. Pink should be back for all 3 nights, so should be a full roster. That said, Tiff, thank you for joining us tonight on relatively short notice.
No problem. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. Sorry about the orb thing. Wish I could figure it out.
No worries.
Like,
It was.
looking it up, too.
Yeah, it was the one thing we were unprepared for, because who would have thought everybody just planned on us skipping it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not really, can't really fault you for that, since the rest of us weren't prepared for it either.
Yeah, we do. You know what's
Yeah.
The orbs are baited more on that particular pool. We had an orb spawn next to both bosses, and they both got baited directly at the boss as we were moving before we moved them back center. So they went more on the outside instead of going through center.
Yeah, so it's what the orbs are is they spawn based on where the boss they move based on where the bosses are when they spawn. So wherever the boss positioning is going to be, the orbs will be dependent on how the bosses are positioned. Just how we do that without screwing ourselves over with separation anxiety or anything like that. That'll be another whole mess of prog to deal with. Anyway, with that said, I think, considering this is only our first week, I think we did pretty well. We're basically at the end of Living Liquid. I know a lot of groups that spend a month on this phase, so the fact that we're getting to the end of it within a week, I think, is a pretty promising sign. So thank you everybody for putting the work in, um, and hopefully we can keep this up for the rest of this fight.
Good luck, guys. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.
Before everybody parts ways, does anybody have any questions about what we talked about or what we did this evening?
No.
Does anybody have any comments, concerns, or criticisms? Preferably of the constructive variety.
I mean, I really like we literally have
Yeah.
Yeah. This-
Oh, yeah.
like I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm very happy with what we've done with this phase and in the few prog hours that we've had on it. So,
Monk's gonna give me carpal tunnel.
I mean,
I don't know if you looked at how many buttons I pushed on every single pull, but I was at over 200 every single pull.
I mean, that's the monk life. At least for consistency purposes, I will say you looked much comfier on monk than you did on black mage. Now, physical comfort may be another thing entirely, but I will say, at least from what I was seeing from gameplay, you looked much more comfortable on monk.
It was like slipping back into an old shoe. I'd already done the phase on monk, so I was just like, oh, this is easy.
There you go. All right, that's all. That's all for now. Everybody, make sure you don't stay up too late on Thursday night watching Omega streams. We got raid on Friday.
I shared how many pulls we are in, by the way.
190. All right. You know, I realize we're gonna get screwed when I have for the emotes when we have a day that has a double or repeating digits. Like if we had 292. Like how am I gonna emote that?